my name's Jen Matthews and I'm going to read you a story. It's called Whisper Meets a Wiggle. At the end of my street there lives a woogle called Whisper. She is very stripy and has very long legs that reach all the way down to the floor. One day, Whisper was having a snooze on the sofa. She awoke to a meow. Whisper's best friend Puzzer had dropped something on the floor. It was a wiggle. Whisper got down from the sofa and sniffed the wiggle. Sniff, sniff, sniff. The wiggle wiggled around as if it was scared. Whisper tried to stop the wiggle from being scared by wagging her tail. Wag, wag, wag. That always stopped Mummy being cross with her. Hello, Whisper. The wiggle started to wiggle towards the door. Whisper felt very sad. Whisper wanted to make friends with the wiggle. She did not want the wiggle to leave. So Whisper sat down in front of the door and wagged her tail. Wag, wag, wag. The wiggle crawled up close to Whisper and wiggled on Whisper's paw. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. This must mean we are friends, thought Whisper. Whisper saw that the wiggle was very dirty, as if it had been wiggling around in the mud. Whisper was not allowed to wiggle around in the mud. Oh dear, Whisper thought, when Mummy gets home she will be cross with the wiggle and won't let the wiggle stay and play with Whisper. So Whisper bent down towards the wiggle and began to clean it with her tongue. Lup, lup, lup. The wiggle wiggled around as if it was very scared. Whisper sat and looked at the wiggle. The wiggle is not being very nice, Whisper thought. Whisper was only trying to make the wiggle clean so that Mummy won't be cross. Whisper decided she would carry the wiggle outside where Mummy would not see it. Whisper picked up the wiggle very gently and carried it to the front door. In the front door was a flap that Puzzer used to get in and out of the house. The flap was just too small for Whisper to fit all the way through, but Whisper could just get her head through. Whisper dropped the wiggle outside in the garden. She watched it crawl away. It looks happy, Whisper thought. Perhaps it lives outside. Whisper went back to the sofa. And she lay down to have another snooze. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Have a good sleep. See you tomorrow.